Hello, my wonderful friends. It's me, Violetta, and my son Leszek is going to ask me questions. As an answers, I will see pictures. So it's like TV that is kind of broken, and once in a while you see some picture, and you have to figure out what was on the picture and how you can translate this to the vision. So I feel like that kind of broken TV. Okay, ask me questions, please.
Okay, so today's a very important reading. Spotlighting the news today is a story of the whistleblower who went ahead and contacted the media to make as much of the story public as legally possible. This is the result of the cover up taking place regarding Trump promising something despicable to a foreign leader, and then having his self appointed director of national intelligence illegally withhold the whistleblower's complaint from congressional intelligence committees, as the federal law requires. It amazes me how accurate you were in your previous reading when you were asked about the whistleblower. You said that information would be revealed very quickly to the media. You saw a cell phone, which must reflect the matter was concerning a phone call, and you said it was to do with Donald Trump. And you were right on all accounts.
Now I want to ask you about this DNI stuff.
What is that?
Well, Adam Schiff, there was a what do you call it? Somebody, a squealer. Someone said that something's happened to our nation by somebody that was a clear and present danger, and they did a whistleblower thing. And when you do that, you're supposed to do the report, and it's supposed to go to Congress, to Adam Schiff's committee, and they never got it. And so Adam Schiff said, "Where's the report?" And they're refusing to give it to them. So everybody says it must be bad. Whatever this person squealed on must be bad. So what do you get?
You were frozen for a moment, okay? So
will we ever get the report? Will we ever find out? Oh. Oh, you're frozen too.
It's okay, but I think we are still talking. It is that they will hold information like in a cellar, so the information will come eventually to the surface. And I don't know if I have to, can you talk?
Well, somebody did that, the whistleblower. Someone was so frightened for this nation, they reported it. And when a whistleblower comes forward about something that concerns the nation's security,
I think it will be available on the YouTube, every media, because I see a solar, so everything will come but even faster to the surface than they wanted.
Well, I think it's a woman. And I think she's going to squeal behind closed doors. Yeah. She's mad that they closed it off, and that she feels like she's under a lot of pressure. And so she may just quit and squeal.
Because she needs protection now. They know who she is, so she has to go for protection.
Yep.
And I think it will be available to the whole universe, because she will be posting this and something like that. Or someone else will do it.
Is it against Trump, or is it something else?
Donald.
It is Donald?
Donald, yeah. So
him or his son-in-law, Jared?
I feel D, because definitely I saw a big D.
Okay. Now.
So maybe the whole Donald's family.
Yeah, because I tell you, they're going down. I don't care what anybody says. They're going down.
And I have to be honest with you. When Linda asked me that question, I didn't know hardly anything about that whistleblower. We are in Canada. Not every news is coming our way. And somehow I missed that. And then yesterday in the evening, when Rachel had the information about the whistleblower, I thought, yes, I answered that. What did I say? So I was checking. When I'm in trance, I don't remember sometimes what I said. And it was like, oh, okay, I can live with that. And then the second answer was letter D. And I thought, oh, the solar. Yeah, to me, it's internet. But today, when I was listening, I closed my eyes when Schaffer was talking, and I had the feeling that Trump was using one of his people's telephone. So it was not official telephone, not his telephone. He was using one of his buddies' telephone to communicate with Putin. I feel it was Putin that he was using the back kind of, he was golfing, and it looks like he went to the guy's pocket and grabbed the phone and he dialed the number.
That's what you saw?
That's what I saw, because today Adam Schaffer was speaking at the Congress, and I thought, what this is all about. And it was not even that he is saying, oh, I know that they were listening to me. He thought he's behind the search because he was using someone else's phone. We might see if I was correct.
Okay.
I don't like to answer my own questions, but sometimes I'm lucky.
Well, the first question is kind of that. Will the Congressional Intelligence Committee get access to the whistleblower's complaint as the law demands?
I see the folding bridge, and this one is here. The whistleblower is thinking like jumping to the lower bridge, but he can be hurt. And I know Linda said it's woman, but I have the feeling it's a man who is very successful, very high authority over there, and he is feeling like it's the connection is distract. So we will have to wait until the bridges will connect.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I saw the bridge like that. So to walk on the bridge, you have to put them on the same level.
Oh.
The guy thinks, I can't jump because I will kill myself. The whistleblower. So.
But you said he was thinking about jumping.
He was thinking, but who wants to kill themselves? He's losing his career anyhow. His career is destroyed. Even he was doing everything legal. But how come yesterday Washington Post learned about that it was about Trump and those information? So there are some leakages. But eventually that bridge will have to be connected together. Two bridges will connect eventually. Because that's what it is about those bridges. They are eventually connected. So eventually
Congress
will get what they want. But right now it's suspended. It's suspended that much.
You said Trump already knows who the whistleblower is. Will Trump try to punish the whistleblower?
Not only him. It's like a magnet. The old-fashioned magnet was like horseshoe.
Yeah.
He's pulling every other people who knew about that. Like nails. So he knows that there is more people who knows about this.
Uh-huh.
He wants to
attract them
to some, to pull them together to feel vulnerable.
He's going to call it a conspiracy, and he's going to...
Well, he said that he can kill someone on the Fifth Avenue and he can get away with it.
He'll try to attract them all into a conspiracy against him.
It's the same as it was with Andrew McCabe.
What is the best course of action the whistleblower should take to protect themselves from Trump and to come out on top? What should the whistleblower do that is his best course of action?
He tried to go to the Congress, but he doesn't trust that he will be invisible.
What do you see?
He wants to go to the Congress, in the Congress halls, but he's afraid that if he will be going, they will see him.
So he wants to be invisible?
He wants to be so invisible. His life is in jeopardy. My heart is beating for him.
So what should he do then?
Okay. He put some papers in different locations in different safes. And I think if they will be after him, he will probably be leaking some information to the news agencies.
Is that why he contacted the news to protect himself?
He does, because even in Congress, he knows that he knows that half of the people are Trump's people in every agency, and half of them are Democrats.
Well, Congress has no power without the Department of Justice, and Trump has the Department of Justice.
And Barr is the head
Yeah.
office.
And Barr is even going against the Constitution, against the Emoluments Clause, and
All
buying
the time.
Trump's hotels, like buying, parties at Trump's hotels.
They are so outrageously above the law. It's like the law doesn't appeal to them.
Which country did Trump make the despicable promise to? Which country was that?
I think it's Russia. It's going towards Russia. So it's Putin.
What was the matter? What subject matter was Trump's promise concerning?
It's about money. It's about him winning elections. So he is about the net that Putin is putting to help him.
What did you see?
It's like dots on states of USA. So he wants them to do exactly what they did before. 2.5 years in the presidency, they can't do anything. And the second presidency, if he will be winning, people will be even more vulnerable. And he is thinking about faking the election. He thinks that he can do that. It's all about money and connections in USA.
What promise did Trump make?
NATO and upside down.
You said you saw NATO, like
NATO, yeah.
upside down.
Upside down. The spoon is upside down. So there is a spoon with NATO on it, and he is upside down. So he's not going to feed NATO, because spoon is
for feeding.
For feeding. He wants to destroy NATO.
Can you go to the cards and see if there's more to it?
I'm scared that he is going to use his dirty hands to he might not win, because he didn't win with Hillary.
No, he didn't get the people's vote.
Yeah, but if he knows how to fake the elections.
So what promise did Trump make?
Okay, pull 7 cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh my gosh. Trump wants to fulfill his dreams. That's about Trump's dreams. He's afraid if he is not going to win, he is going to prison. Trust issue. He knows people don't trust him. He wants power from Russia.
That's a legal card, isn't it?
Legal, but it's as well woman with power, and there is Russia with power. I'm not going to call this Mother Russia because people were so upset. Love, he's promising him love.
There's the Russia card right there.
Russian card, yes. Connection to Russia. He wants to get rid of NATO, and he wants to be on a chariot, on a pedestal. He wants to have the power of driving everyone nuts. Magician. They both will gain so much by Trump being re-elected.
But you said what they will receive. So if he thinks positively with that card, that's the best card.
I don't have what they put. That's magician. The justice is what they put. They will receive. This is magician.
Okay, so if they think positively, they'll get positive results.
Yeah, but it's still not so sure because this card can be jeopardized if the people will start thinking negative, or if they will start be afraid of.
Mm-hmm. Will Trump be brought to justice over this whistleblower complaint?
Okay. So you don't want me to pull the card?
No.
Okay. I don't know if some of you might not know what the sniffers are for candles.
Yeah.
But most people might not know.
They put out candles, yeah.
It is like a snuffer, but there are like scissors, two things, and you are snuffing. So the power will be taken away from him. The flame will be taken away from him. When you snuff the candle, there is no power, no light, no energy, no flame.
Trump is claiming via tweet that all his conversation with foreign leaders are being monitored, despite the fact that the public already knows he has had physical meetings with Putin without even a translator present, and also that one of his first acts as president was to abolish the presidential logbook protocol that records who the president has had meetings with. Is there a record of the conversation Trump had in regards to the whistleblower case? Is there records of it?
Trump didn't know that they are listening to his conversation. So that's what it is all about. The whistleblower was someone from inside, from agency who was spying.
So there is a record of it.
There is a record, and that's what they are afraid of.
Is the record what he put into different places? Is that what he has in safes?
That's what I feel, that the whistleblower put this in different safes.
How many safes, he said?
From 3 to 5.
What do you see?
Lines, but 3 very vivid and 2 are kind of...
Uh-huh.
He don't want to jeopardize his family, so he don't want the family to be in jeopardy. He is in jeopardy. His family is in jeopardy. He has to protect himself. And in that place, he was not stupid.
Yeah.
And it was not him who was watching. Someone from his ring, from his circle, came to him, and they were doing the right way, everything.
Yeah.
So there is not only one person who knows.
And Trump wants to find them all.
He wants them like a magnet to pull all those nails together. They are sharp. They are sharp nails, but he wants to have a grip on them, like magnet on them.
Yeah, he wants to brand them as enemies of the state.
Yeah.
Trump and his people are now clearly breaking the laws of the Constitution, and not just the emoluments, but also the checks and balances that protect against autocratic rule. Trump, you know what autocratic rule is, when there's only one leader that governs.
He wants to be dictator, yeah.
A dictator, yeah. So Trump is using every loophole in the legal system to make a mockery of the legal system, not to mention destroy the strength and support for democracy and democratic movements around the globe. Nostradamus wrote a quatrain that should concern the president, and it reads, "The trumpet shakes with great discord, an agreement broken. Lifting the face to heaven, the bloody mouth will swim with blood. The face anointed with milk and honey lies on the ground. Will Trump be assassinated for breaking his oath of office to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States?"
There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people who are making this as an arrow, as a plan. I didn't see him being assassinated, but I know there are some plans for that. So they are thinking about this because he is.
Can you go to the cards? I want to know if he's going to be assassinated.
I know that there is some conspiracy. I was saying long time ago, I think he will be. I'm always repeating that he will be a traitor. He will be known in the history books that he was a traitor.
Well, he pretends to be too dumb to understand the meaning of the Constitution, and his lawyers work day and night to find loopholes in it, you know?
He is always doing those things that to avoid any.
It's the same thing he did with his taxes. Like, he found loopholes in the system, and that's how he made his money, despite his bankruptcies. He's doing the same thing with the Constitution.
Now he's fighting with the banks to. Okay, now we will do differently. 5 cards.
1. So will Trump be assassinated? 2. 3. 4. 5.
If they will do that, they will use some poison. Something that will poke him. It's not that they will shoot him. And that's 7 things. That might be something that will be flying towards him.
To poke him?
Tiny drums with the pokey poison. Negotiation.
What did you saw? What did you see?
Dragonfly.
Yeah, you saw a dragonfly.
When that I was pulling cards, but at the beginning when you ask, I saw the 7 points flying like in the arrow. So there is some way they are negotiating between themselves how to get rid of him because he is very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But
so many people.
Russia. What is Russia about that?
Russia.
A woman. I don't know. This might be some different woman that is working and will touch him, and he might. They are worried so much about the consequences. He is lonely. He doesn't have too many supporters, real people on his side. They know that they want security until they will do it, so they are not ready. I don't think he will be secure. He will be safe. Too hard, the journey is too hard. They want to kill him. They don't have the ability to do it.
You know, it's so sad. Many Americans lay down their lives to protect the Constitution, to protect freedom, and Trump just makes a joke of it. If I was in America right now, I'd be organizing a peaceful march on Washington, demanding the dishonorable resignation of Trump and all his puppets.
I think the closer to election, what will happen. They don't want to rock the boat yet, but closer to election, wait.
You know what? We never ask our subscribers to share anything, but if you believe there should be a peaceful march on Washington demanding the resignation of Donald Trump, Please share this video and ask other people to share it too.
My gosh, he is getting really into politics now with his YouTube channel. Leszek's reaction. That was his reaction to my vision. Okay, are we done?
That's it. Yep.
Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing, and think about organizing some march for your own freedom, because he's not going to give up his ability to run the presidency.
A freedom march
Freedom march.
on Washington.
Yeah. Nixon had a lot of those marches. People were protesting. I'm surprised there is no one protesting.
Well, right now there should be.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Be good to each other. Love each other.